of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerge from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings.
O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Returning it, Johnson. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Carry now for Dalvin Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
In on the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And the Vikings.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
First down, Vikings.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Second and 15. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Nothing there, no gain. And
3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down. 32-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Cousins, able to shake him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Complete.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Cousins now. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down.
Vikings first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to the ground, Cook. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
We're going, let's go.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Taken down at the 11.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. Cousins. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
First and goal, Minnesota.
Big completion there on 3rd and short. Keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
First and goal from just inside the 5. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Cousins. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Here's Cousins. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing. Cousins steps away to his left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, right at the 30. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At
the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing here, Trubisky. And this will be caught by Mooney. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. With no 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we see.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
10 more there and another first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Not much there, only a yard.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Cousins. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
3rd and inches.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins. Touchdown number 15 of the year. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. Now they went draw play there on 3rd down around the goal line. Something you normally like to see, Charles?
Oftentimes people are prepared for a pass in this situation, so the draw is a good call. But it's better when you usually have a lead blocker. If you don't have a fullback, you can use your H-back to pull in front. Sometimes you pull a guard to get out in front. Maybe it's your tight end. But they find a way to create a little bit of extra space. A bit of a surprise down near the goal line, but it was effective in this situation.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Cordero Patterson on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's Trubisky. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
By the Vikings.
He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
And the Vikings first down.
They run again on first down. Cook takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Cousins. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
First down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
2nd and 11 at the 41. Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Cousins. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's got the first down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Cook following the penalty. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd and 11 now. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Cousins now from the 50. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
Dan Bailey lining up for the point after.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now a man open down the middle of the field. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Robinson.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. On the return, Johnson. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over.
Their own 33-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the...
A good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Nice gain there by the second-year runner out of Iowa State, David Montgomery, who often finishes his runs moving forward and knocking defenders back. He finished tied with Josh Jacobs for the most carries by a rookie last year. But what the Bears need from him, improve on his 3.7 yards per attempt. If he gets that up into the 4s, look out. He can control a game with his running.
The throw complete. Trubisky to Miller. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. That's caught by Montgomery. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. 14 yards into Chicago first down.
1st and 10 at the...
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Montgomery back to the ground. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Trubisky to throw. That is caught by Cohen. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Chicago Bears
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
10 at the 29-yard line.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Robinson.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Flushed out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Mike 54.
Play action. It's Trubisky rolling to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Flush to his right. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
4th down. Here's Trubisky. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Cook. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 23-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Cousins now. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
And the Vikings 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's 3rd down.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Cousins to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Bears take over.
Their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now the 2nd down throw on target. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
brings up third and
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bears on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Taken down.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
4 yards.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
It's 2nd down and
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Bears on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he finds Montgomery complete. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. That's going to be caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is.
the kickoff for Chicago.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
11 yards there, 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run, Cook. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 45 on second down, Cousins. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. 3rd and 4. This crowd urging on their defense. They're up and making noise. From the gun, here's Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Working out of the gun, Cousins escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Cook. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On the move to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Ham, the fullback, trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And still just down 1 score. We'll see how big of a role that missed field goal plays, because it, of course, could have pushed this to a 2-possession deficit for them. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. 7 yards, the pickup there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. 1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And able to break break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they need... the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll run it with Madison. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
And it's 3rd down.
They run run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee. Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it.
Tonight's final score.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was a game where they got out to a pretty good size lead, and then they had to hang on for dear life at the end.
Not exactly how you would draw it up. You would continue to score and find